Okay, captain's log. I don't know which one this is, but I signed up for Agency Navigator. It was a very deliberate decision. I had a couple days to think about it. I put it on my budget, and when it was time to go live, I could not type in fast enough. And so far, I found immense value in the course, just in terms of like, it's clear a lot of time and development and money went into creating a very thorough course. I'm just beginning it, so I can't tell you like the results, but it seems very much like if you don't, it's not the course's fault. Like, you either work it or you don't. So it's also a message to myself, because I like to start things and not finish them. But that's something I've been working on the last 3 years when I signed up for Killer Instinct, which has done huge. That was an investment, but I'm so glad. And sometimes, honestly, sometimes I'm like, oh, am I the same? I still can't get my habits done, or I haven't completed that module. But I'm a completely different person because of that course. Not only that, but other people in my life are becoming different people because of what I've done through that course. And it's connected me with a great coach and other players. And by players, I mean like the other sports people, but like people who are actually trying to achieve their goals, you know, and not just, hey, that was a great show I saw on Netflix, I'm obsessed with it, and yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to change my career. I'm trying to change the trajectory of my life. And I can watch Netflix later. And I can watch it today, but in a scheduled time block, so I don't feel guilty about it. Actually, some days you just need no time blocks, but most of the time, it's good to have. It's good to have that discipline. So now I can go into this course and feel like I'm actually going to achieve it because I've done some of the internal work. Also, like I think the last captain's log, which kind of cut out, but like charting out my problems, challenges, and obstacles brings so much clarity, so that even if I don't know how to fix it, I can find someone who can help me. Or when I do run across something that's helpful, I actually know, and I say, yeah, go do that, invest in that, and I can feel my body like spring up, you know. You can feel like the lightness and the energy and the excitement of doing something, and I don't need, you know, I was tempted last night to tell people like, oh, I did this course, I'm gonna make this da-da-da, it's gonna be great. I was like, you know what? It's not their thing right now, and they could very easily discourage me or say something or ask a question that I don't know the answer to, and it's just not time for them to do that right now. So I'm going back to like one of the first things I said this year was like, when you get that seed of an idea, like plant it and protect it. And you don't have to share it with anybody, or maybe you share it with a select few people that are actually going to encourage you. So, okay, what's next? What's next is just following the plan, like getting up, take that cold shower, and get to work. And sometimes getting to work is doing the morning routine. I'm sorry, I'm not holding this up. Yeah, it's like doing it without, not without thinking, but like minimizing the time between well, actually, sometimes you need to mentally prepare yourself for a couple hours to do something. When you know what to do, minimize the time to do it so that you're not giving yourself a reason to get out of it. And that's what's great about the cold showers is like you're like watching the water fall down. You're like, okay, you gonna do it? You gonna go in? You gonna jump in? And then you jump in, you're like, oh, and you're like, okay, that's not so bad. And another thing that keeps coming up is like, when I get anxious or worried, I just remember that like, this job that I'm at now, I was so anxious about it that like I was losing my hair. And 4 months in, I'm bored with it. Like, get me out of here, you know? And so just all those things like become normal. I was listening to Bossy Pants by Tina Fey, and she talks about like, she had an interview with Lorne Michaels, right? At the beginning of her career. She couldn't believe it. And then later she's like telling him what to do. Or like wondering when the meeting's gonna be over. So like all of that stuff just, it's gonna change. And I'm just gonna adapt to a higher level in a way that's grounded. I'm not like, it's gotta be up here and I can't. I'm like frustrated that I'm down here. It's like, no. I'm gonna get there. It's gonna happen. Happen someday. Maybe this time. Oh, okay. Anyway, if you know the song, you know the song. That's my ear. That's when we connect. Okay. So, do the plan. And trust the work. That's what's going on. That's the game. It's the new game. Oh, one more thing. Change takes time, and my time is valuable. Think about that. All right. I give you 7 minutes of value, I hope. Something in there is good. So, thanks for listening. Tune in next time to the Captain's Log.